On to the next one. This one's by Vazcol, the ever lovely Vazcol. Shower thoughts memes. Gotta love those shower thoughts, people. You always, that's like the one place you always have the weirdest thoughts and the most, sometimes the most depressing thoughts, the happiest thoughts, the weirdest thoughts, the sussy, it's just all sorts of thoughts. Not those kind of thoughts. Don't need those kind. Alright, this is Shower Thoughts Memes.
November is like the Thursday of the year. I don't know why this makes so much sense, but it does.
November is like the Thursday of the year. Huh. I never thought of it like that. But yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
An octopus is just a wet spider. What have you done? We have made flashlights, but we haven't made reverse flashlights. Artificial darkness would be funny as hell though. I would love to beam a light of night directly into someone's face. Go to the void.
Oh my god. I can just picture in my head all this stupid shit I can picture in my head of people doing. This guy's coming for it. Go to the void. Oh my god. Oh god, that's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Just oh, god. Oh, I could picture the shit you could do with that. Oh my god, you could fuck with so many people.
How are unicorns fake, but giraffes are real? Like, what's more believable? A horse with a horn, or a leopard moose camel with a 40-foot neck? Some of us are still it, from a childhood game of tag. This messed me up far more than it should have.
Oh god, that's true. There are so many games of tag that it just ended. And no matter what you do, somebody will always be it. And there will come a day where it'll be the last time you've ever played tag, and that person is just it forever. Oh, that's kind of depressing, honestly.
Future self is talking shit about you. Joke's on him. I will ruin his life. Your teeth taste like nothing. What is your mouth? Just get used to the taste of your teeth. Air conditioning is just domesticated wind. I hate this because it's right. Characters in first-person games never blink. They blink when you blink, stupid. Shower thoughts. Oh, I am feeling so fresh. Does anyone really love me? You ever think about how you shower thoughts?
Lesbian froppy.
Oh, I am feeling so fresh. Does anyone really love me? You ever think about how your skeleton is always wet? Why is baked pronounced baked, but naked isn't pronounced naked? Because, as someone said, English is not a language, it's 3 languages, wearing a trench coat, pretending to be one. Pretty bold of you to say that, since you got your name after the sound of plunger.
Googleathu Malungu. Oh, that is so mean.
The reason I stay up late at night is because I don't want my free time to end and tomorrow to start. I feel so cooled out and yet so understood.
Hang on. The reason why I stay up late is because I don't want my free time to end and tomorrow to start. Yeah, but it's when it hits midnight, that means your tomorrow has already started. So either way, you're kind of fucked.
The tree cut down to make Jenga blocks are repeatedly forced to relive their own death. This is so dark.
Holy shit. These shower thoughts, oh my god.
Tell me something interesting. The reason we wake up the second that we die in a dream is because our brain has no knowledge on what life is like after death. If you're fortunate enough, your internal organs will spend their entire lifespan in absolute darkness. Not if I swallow this glow stick. This is so weird. You flavor your own spit, then drink it. Listen here, buddy. You come at us with this stuff today. I was having a good day, and then I read this.
Lollipops are so fucking weird. You flavor your own spit, then drink it. Oh, that sounds like a fetish somebody has. That just sounds like someone's fetish.
Fuck you. How long does someone have to be dead before it's considered archaeology instead of grave robbing? As an archaeologist, I find this a very awkward question. Answer the question, grave robbing.
I don't know why this is getting me so much. Hi, Dakota. He came at him so aggressively. He's so aggressive with that. Answer the question, grave robber. I'm crying. I don't know why I found this so funny. Oh my god. I still got fucking 20 minutes of this shit. Oh, I'm not even 2 minutes in.
But you can't move your eyebrows while you smile. Yes, I can. I just wanted you to smile. Enjoy your day. Nobody hears a car alarm and thinks, oh, that car is being stolen. It is just an annoying sound that we want to stop. We want the car to be stolen faster. Yes, every time you get dressed, remember that if you die, that's your ghost outfit forever. Nothing in this world has motivated me to sort out my dress sense more than this post.
Oh my god. Every time you get dressed, remember that if you die, that's your ghost's outfit forever. That just poses a question. Like, if you were to die and the outfit your ghost wears is the outfit you die in, what kind of outfit would you want to die in? You know, that is a question. I am not really sure what I would want to die in if that were to be the outfit I would wear for the rest of time as a ghost. A Barney costume? Why a Barney costume? You would just want to be Barney for the rest of eternity as a ghost. I kind of want to post this question on Twitter. There, I posted it on Twitter. Let's see. Because I can fuck around in most stupid shit ever and have a great conversation started. Or starter. Just talking with the other ghosts.
How can your body replicate the feeling of falling from high altitudes in a nightmare if you've never fallen like that before? I don't know, but I don't like this post. Saw some dude tweet, you don't really wash your hands. They actually wash each other while you just stand there and watch. And I haven't been the same since.
That just sounds dirty.
Nothing has felt the same since I learned that goats have accents and cannot understand other goats from foreign countries because their accents are different. Cannibalism holds the potential to solve both hunger and overpopulation problems. What the fuck are you thinking about in that show?
Jesus Christ. What the hell is this person thinking? What kind of shower thought is this?
When people talk about traveling to the past, they worry about radically changing the present by doing something small, but barely anyone in the present really thinks they can radically change the future by doing something small. Dude, I believe in annoyed at first sight. You ever think back to a few years ago?
Oh yes, I believe that too. And annoyed at first sight. There have been plenty of people where just the sight of them, I look at them and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to interact with this person. I've had that happen to me with, I think, at least 2 or 3 people in my entire life where I just looked at them and I'm like, yeah, I don't like this person. I don't know why. I just instinctually did not like that person. I did not want to talk to them. And come to find out later on that they're actually a horrible fucking person and a dumbass. So I'm just like, huh, my instincts are spot on.
When you thought to yourself, it can't get any worse than this, and then it did. Silly putty implies the existence of serious putty. I believe that is called C4.
Silly putty is like C4's little brother.
If an object is large enough, it becomes a location. Can't wait to travel to your mother. We all have about 2 minutes to live, but taking a breath resets the clock. Stop that.
Technically, you can live up to 3 minutes without oxygen before you pass out. I believe it's before you pass out or before you die. I can't remember which it is. But yeah, it's 3 minutes without air, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food. The deadly threes. I believe that's how it is. Don't quote me on that.
Since people only kill the spiders they see, humans are acting as an agent of natural selection, causing spiders to be selected for reclusion and intelligence. We are making spiders smarter. Technically, I've never lost a fight with a tiger. The sun has never seen a shadow. If you stayed in the shower a bit longer, you would have realized the sun has never seen anything. I forgot to bring a towel. This is the best one yet. I'm sorry. When you say together, your lips don't touch, but when you say apart, they do. When you say ah, your lips don't touch, but when you say ba 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 ba, they do. I have childhood memories that I am not 100% sure actually happened, or if I dreamed them, I really do not know. Water is a—
Yeah. Yeah, memory is not always 100% accurate. If there's C4, there's also C1, 2, 3, and I never really questioned why they called it C4. Huh.
a drink whose flavor is its temperature. My biggest—
I've never thought of it like that. I think cold water tastes better than warm and hot water. I think cold water has the best taste.
biggest fear is a killer saying some funny stuff while I'm playing dead. I just realized cowboys go yeehaw and ninjas go hee-ya. What kind of stuff are you on? What if your dog one day just randomly said, "Nobody is going to believe you," and then never spoke again? It is amazing to think that nighttime is actually the natural state of the universe, and the only reason we have daytime is because Earth just so happens to be facing a giant star illuminating it. This messed me up, oh my god. Being afraid to check your bank account is the adult version of being afraid to check your grades.
Memory is a fickle lady. I can't remember my own B-Day faces. How do you not remember your own birthday? I'd figure that'd be something that people can't forget. And as for this thing, I'm not afraid to. Okay, I am kind of afraid to check my bank account because I'm afraid that I'm afraid that when I check it, either all my money will be gone or I'll be negative. Because I've been negative so many times.
College is when you're afraid of both. Before humans and dogs were friends, who fixed dog is when they went inside out. Lol. I wonder if teachers just sit there and laugh while marking my school tests. If you're one of those public speakers that say, "Good morning." Oh, come on, we can do better than that. Good morning. I automatically do not like you from that moment on.
Yeah, I always did not like when public speakers did that. Like if they come to like school or like we have to go into an auditorium and then they say some shit like that. In my head, I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I said good morning. Move the fuck on. This is the amount of energy you're getting. I'm not giving you any more. It's fucking school. I don't want to be here.
Dogs deserve to live forever, and humans don't. Absolutely not. Anxiety.
Yeah, I believe that. Yep. I think cats and dogs deserve to live forever. Humans, we really don't. We're horrible fucking creatures.
Is literally just conspiracy theories about yourself. Asking for someone's name is weird. Basically, what noise should I make to get your attention? Don't mess me up like this. Not today. If you wash the dirt from a fallen ice cube, you are washing your water with water in hope that there's only water on the water you will add to your water. But what if I'm drinking tea? Who puts ice in their tea? What the hell? Oh shit, it's a British person. Take your iced tea and run. If snails are so slow, why don't we ever see them coming? It's like, boom, there's a snail. They're only slow when we are watching. A clown boy, half clown, half cowboy, says ye honk. This is it, the worst post I've ever seen. My own two eyes.
Ye honk. Oh, that's horrible.
Is accursed. Middle school dancers nowadays probably look exactly like a Fortnite lobby. God.
Oh, God. That's cursed. That is cursed. That is cursed. That's all I can say. That's cursed. School dances that look like Fortnite lobbies. Do you know how horrid that is? Why would... If it became that, why would anybody want to go to a fucking school dance anymore if it just turns out to be like a Fortnite lobby? That is horrible. That's both cursed and embarrassing.
I wish I knew what this meant. I wish to God I didn't. Someone somewhere, at some point, has idly fantasized about being in a relationship with you. Big deal. I have nightmares too. Folk in restaurants have probably been...
Yeah, no, there is no singular person that I am aware of that I've probably known that has ever fantasized about being in a relationship with me. Who the fuck would want to be in a relationship with me? Have people seen me? I am thoroughly, and I mean thoroughly average. Average looks, average height, and just average all around. Why the fuck would anybody dream about being with me? What the hell?
In thousands of other mouths. If Wookiees have a 400-year lifespan, then Han Solo is basically like Chewbacca's third dog. Han would have lived longer if Chewie had gotten him neutered. If the internet is still a thing in 100 years, then there will be billions of inactive accounts belonging to people who have died. Every single odd number.
Oh God, that's wow. That's a lot.
Has an E in it. Listen, when an
Oh God, I got a memory back about Johnny Bravo, the dude, a score with a device that was designed to... Yeah.
earthquake happens, coffins become underground maracas. Thanks for that not at all terrifying image.
It's the instrument for Earth.
Could throw a rock into a lake and be the last person to touch that rock until the end of time. Scary movies should put high-pitched sounds only dogs can hear, so your dog will start acting crazy for no reason at the scariest parts. There's a universe where the radioactive spider fought crime instead of biting someone. Emergency hot dog that reheats when you crack it like a glow stick. Now, this is a shower thought. Finally, yes, we found it. An actual shower thought. The bigger your shoes, the bigger the peepee. The bigger the car, the smaller the peepee. No wonder people are so afraid of clowns. You made me read this with my innocent eyes.
You made me innocent. That's horrible.
People without glasses are really out here seeing for free. Oh my god, I really do have to pay to see. What the fuck? Showers are great, because where else is it acceptable to piss on the floor while brushing your teeth? What the hell? Because there's always pregnant people. The average number of skeletons in a body is higher than one. I never needed to think about this, but now I'm reblogging it, and all of you can suffer. 100 years ago, everyone owned a horse, and only the rich had cars. Today, everyone has cars, and only the rich own horses. The stables have turned. moment. Your future self is watching you right now through memories. Not if I drink enough alcohol. Take that, you prying creep.
Shower thought video. Oh my god, it's so fucking funny.
Oh my god, what if we named animals after the sound they make, like in Pokemon? Take the bark for a walk. Hey, could you feed the meows? Hey, look at all those moos. Whoa, that's one big. Teenage girls saying I can't even is basically the same as old ladies saying, well, I never. This is messing with my head. If you die while making food.
It's true. It's just the generations switching what they say now.
In a slow cooker, whoever finds your body will have a nice warm meal waiting for them. They can also eat whatever is in the slow cooker too. Have you ever thought about when you are peeing, you are technically connected to the toilet? If aliens invade, there will be memes about it within 5 minutes, when you knew aliens were real, but you have to act surprised.
You know, that's the sad thing. It's just if like a war started, if we get invaded, if aliens come, if anything major happens like that, you can guarantee that somebody within 5 minutes somewhere in the world is going to upload a meme about it. Memes are forever.
Getting divorced and remarried is like starting a game over and over, so you can go with the mage instead of the warrior. My wife leaving me is like a video game. For some reason, we're scared of looking into the abyss of the ocean when it's only a few miles deep, but we're completely fine looking into the near infinite abyss of space. In fact, most of us find it calming. Gravity doesn't drag me upwards into the unforgiving maw of the cosmos. Not yet. Pizza should have poison in the sauce, and the antidote in the crust to kill off those weird people that don't eat the crust. What are you thinking about in that?
I'd say that the only time I ever really eat the crust of pizza is if it's from Domino's.
Shower, man.
Either that or I get a pan pizza. That way it just doesn't come with actual crust.
And showering is like 3% cleaning yourself, 46% planning a revolt against industrial society, 51% shadowboxing. Most straight men flirt more with their homies than they do with women. If I don't, who will? While we sleep, our brain makes up stories and then gets scared of them. Mine does that. When I'm awake, the atoms that make up my body aren't mine. It's just my time to use them. Mum says it's my turn with the carbon. An infinite number of $1 bills and an infinite number of $20 bills would be worth the same. They're actually worth nothing, because you've devalued the currency so much. Nothing is still the same as nothing. If you get married in Japan, then fly to Hawaii and immediately die after you land. Your marriage certificate will be dated after your death certificate. Weekend plans. Do flat earthers think all the planets are flat, or just the earth? Goofballs think there are other planets. Everyone says, I forgive, but I don't forget. Whereas my dumb self, bitter self, is over here, never forgiving, but always forgetting. Once I remember why I was mad in the first place, it's over for you. If the multiverse theory is true, then there's a universe where it isn't. Multiverse theory doesn't cover paradoxical situations, except in the universe where it does. I'm having an aneurysm. Why don't we all share?
It's a lot to think about.
Have pedals for when your arms get tired because your legs don't fucking work. What is this? Someone in this world has consumed more mayonnaise than anyone else currently alive, and they don't even know it. Look inside yourself. What do you see?
Look, I like mayonnaise as much as the next person, but just that much of it just sounds disgusting.
Yeah, you should at least have a few lungs. A few, give or take. You might have made a decision that saved your life without knowing it. The voice in your head can't change volume, so you can't annoy mind readers by yelling. Why would I want to annoy them? I'm just out here providing them a free radio station. Do you guys think it's physically possible to crush your own head with your bare hands? Like, if you were really strong and just squeezed really hard?
Yes, it actually is possible. If you're strong enough and squeeze hard enough, you can actually fracture, crack, break your skull. You can actually squish your own head. But do you have the willpower to do so? That's the question. Because humans have the strength to do so. But do they have the willpower and means to do so?
Me, an intellectual. If I legally bought the Mona Lisa, would anyone be able to stop me from eating it? Why is the divorce rate among socks so high? Of all the Spider-Man universes you could have been born in, you were born in the one where he is a fictional character. You know what, man? You press a button that kills you, but a perfect clone of yourself, mentally plus physically, replaces you and receives $10 million. Do you press it? Why or why not? You had me at press a button that kills you. Say one bad thing about my dog, and you are never allowed in my house again. There comes a time in everyone's life where beating up someone younger than you goes from pathetic to impressive. Sleep is the free trial of death, and a coma is a membership. There are currently millions of formally dressed skeletons living under Earth's surface. Living, heat, pressure, and time. The three things that make a diamond are also the three things that make a waffle. Do deaf people understand puns? Are there some combinations of sign language which are hilariously ambiguous? Signing the word milk when moving it to pasteurize is pasteurized milk. That's appalling. Have a like. Maybe
That's pretty good. That's actually pretty damn good.
dogs like to fetch sticks because our ancestors threw spears to hunt wild animals, so they made dogs go fetch them for a faster reload. This post was so close to not being about, I don't know what that is. Gonna point out reloading something is in fact a real concept that exists outside of video games. Literally everything you have ever done has led you to me reading this sentence. What the fuck? If everyone was given one free, totally legal kill in their life, I bet everyone would be much nicer to one another. So many people from your past
Oh god, just think of that.
in their life. I bet everyone would be much nicer to one another.
Just think of that. If every single person on this planet had one free, totally legal kill, how quickly do you think people would start being respectful to one another? Because just knowing that that person, like, if you pissed them off, or if you'd done something that they found so offensive that they would use their one free kill to end your life, so many fucking people would be so much nicer to one another because they'd be so afraid that they would use that person that they're interacting with would use that one free kill just to fucking end them. Oh my god. That is something. Well, okay, you'd have to be real careful with the mentally unstable people, like all the protesters out there and all the shit that's going on, because they don't have the rationality. But goddamn, that is a shower thought.
So many people from your past know a version of you that doesn't exist anymore. When people brokenly speak a second.
Here's something to think about. There are people from your life that have never touched your current body because every cell gets replaced every 7 years. So somebody you knew 7 years ago has not touched your body because every cell in your body has been replaced. So you currently have a body that someone has not touched that you haven't seen 7 years ago.
Language. They sound less intelligent, but are actually more knowledgeable than most for being able to speak a second language at all. This may be controversial to some of you, but Ratatouille would demolish Stuart Little in a fight, and it wouldn't even be close. If I wear a shirt inside out, the entire universe would be wearing it, except me. Congratulations, you just explained Gödel's theorem in a single sentence. What if Mars has water on it because we used to live there, and we messed up the climate so badly that we had to send an escape pod to Earth with only Adam and Eve in it? You stop that. I love to make it.
That's a concept to think about too. That is something.
Phrases and slab, if you know what I mean, on the end. It implies there's a meaning to it and leaves the recipient wondering. I too like to shake the old bag of hammers, if you know what I mean. I know exactly what you mean, my dude. Since bat wings are just skin stretched belong elongated finger bones, bats fly through the power of jazz hands. I did not know I needed this until it arrived. Every computer needs a cleaning keyboard mode, where the keys would be inactive while you wipe them down. Why not just clean it while the computer is shut down? While the computer is what now? Who the hell decided to call call it emotional baggage and not grief case. If soccer players aren't allowed to hold the ball with their hands, why don't two players press their chests against it and let the others form a turtle formation to walk towards the goal? People say life is short, but it is the longest thing we will ever experience.
Huh. Yeah. Huh. Got me thinking on that one. But yeah, it's true. Huh.
I wonder if earthworms are ever afraid that they will fall into an infinite black abyss if they dig too deep. Why is it to keep crying when it's the onions that are getting hurt? Every time you sleep, you trust your body to keep breathing and wake you up. Everything in the universe is either...
Well, yeah, when you do go to sleep, there are certain things that do shut down, but yeah, I mean, I would. It's amazing that we don't die in our sleep. Really is.
The pizza or not pizza. While I 100% believe that people in the past had far more potent alcohol and drugs and stuff that we do now, I'm also absolutely certain that a single drop of Baja Blast would cause a medieval peasant to spontaneously combust from flavor and refreshment overload. Your bed is a wireless charger that takes anywhere from 5 to 10 hours depending on the model of a human. When I'm in the middle of having a whole conversation with myself in the shower and someone knocks on my door, I had an interesting thought in the shower last night. Have you realized that castles are the opposite of prisons? The main purpose of castles is to keep the enemy out and the people safe inside. The main purpose of prisons is to keep the enemy inside and the people safe outside. Shit, fam. Why are intelligent aliens always just different colored humans? Well, they existed before humans, so humans are just different colored aliens. Shower, 25 minutes. Reflection and deep thought about the origin of life in the universe. 2 minutes. Wash and rinse the body. Before I take a shower, I hate it in there. The wet world is a bad place. While in the shower, I remember now that this is a good place. It is the dry world that is the enemy. If Santa
Huh. Yeah. Yeah, yep. That's all I could say is yep.
keeps track of naughty kids every year, and the year doesn't start until January 1st. That leaves 6 days after Christmas and New Year's left undocumented, so nothing you do can be held against you. The Purge, season's greetings. The worst part about dinosaurs being extinct is that probably some of them tasted awesome. We're missing on an entire category of meat. Before the internet, these people would take your order, write down an address, deliver a pizza to your home in less than 30 minutes by using a paper map like some sort of mystical land pirate.
You know, it is amazing that places like that were able to find other people's houses without GPS. That is really amazing.
What are these shower thoughts everybody's talking about? I don't think about anything in the shower. My mind is completely blank as I dose my body in scalding hot water and stare at the wall.
It's amazing how a lot of you ladies out there can... It's like us guys, we don't understand why you ladies out there take a shower in basically what is lava. Why do you need the water so fucking scalding hot? Why? You don't need it that goddamn... It's like you just turn on the hot and don't even touch the cold. I don't get why. You're basically boiling yourself into a lobster.
Well, a penny found is worth more than a penny earned, because a penny earned is taxed. If Wario is bad because he is the opposite of Mario in every way, but Mario is a known war criminal, then does that make Wario a war hero? There are two types of people: those who believe things because they make sense, and those who make sense of things because they believe them. Everyone believes in what they do for a reason, and no one is in a position to invalidate that. So I hereby kindly request you to fuck off. Maybe EXP is real, and nobody has killed enough to level up. Heard life lifelike video game. Shower thoughts. When you dream, one portion of your brain creates the story, while another part witnesses the events and is really shocked by the plot twists. As a child, the concept of having a favorite color seemed more important than it turned out to be. How else am I supposed to make an
Okay, time to have my own shower time, because getting clean is also good. BRB. Okay, you go have a good shower there. Have some shower thoughts.
accurate me? I did not exist in your life until you read this sentence. Not true. I see your shit-ass posts every day. I just realized they call the show's first episode its pilot because it's the first thing that puts them on air. Damn, man. Why do Germans use smiles like this or like this if they already got... Or I just texted my German friend about this and she replied, "We do not smile in Germany."
I think Kitsunero should see this, because isn't she German? Oh, Kitsu needs to see this. This would be freaking hilarious. We do not smile in Germany.
Technically, we're all LARPing because the self is only a construct. I want a new character, then make one. Then make one has the same energy as, then perish, but like opposite. Same and opposite. You ever think about how the year 3000 is literally 81 years away? We're all in 2019. Well, today I learned that bananas are slightly radioactive due to certain isotopes. Therefore, you should never eat more than 600 bananas per second to minimize the risk of a harmful radiation dose. There goes my Friday night, where my medication says, "Do not operate heavy machinery." They are probably mainly referring to cars, but my mind always goes to forklift. It honestly has never occurred to me that this warning was about cars and not construction equipment. It is faster to say World Wide Web than it is to say www. Pinocchio could tell us so much about the universe. He could randomly claim things like the Big Bang happened, and his nose would confirm or deny our theories. Pinocchio is not omniscient, you stupid fucking Redditors. His nose grows when he's intentionally being dishonest. Things heating up in the Pinocchio fandom. In the dog world, humans are elves that routinely live to be 500 plus years old. I hate that September, October, November, December aren't the 7th, 8th, and 9th and 10th month. Whoever fucked this up should be stabbed. If I recall, they did used to be the corresponding months. It was just when Roman leaders, Julius Caesar and Augustus, came into power, the months July, Julius, and August, Augustus, were added, thus throwing off the numbering of the calendar. Good news though, whoever fucked it up did in fact get stabbed. They live so long, but the good ones still bond with us for our entire lives. These immortals are so kind, we must be friends to them. My heart, the more serious a relationship gets, the more casual it gets. I love looking back on my relationship. We went from being so awkward around each other to laying in bed at night, seeing who can make the best animal noises. Love is pretty cool. This comment made me happy. Somewhere in the world, at least one person is having the greatest day of their entire life. Congratulations. With the life expectancy of 70 years old and 365 days per year, the average human lives 25,000 days in his life, with only one being the best. There are that many human days lived each day. That number, there are approximately 300k humans having the greatest day of their entire life. Hopefully one of them is watching this video. Maybe. Probably not. Somebody had a crush on you, was secretly in love with you, dreamed at you at night and you have no idea, and other hilarious jokes you can tell yourself.
I don't believe this one singular fucking bit. There ain't nobody that I have ever met that has ever seen me or heard me or watched me or whatever has secretly been in love with me, dreamt about me, or anything like that. I highly fucking doubt that. Yeah, fucking right. You can fuck off with that. That'd be like the highest fucking compliment I could ever have. But yeah, I don't know a singular person that has. So fuck off with that.
ADHD is so funny because you try and make coffee and the next thing you have been standing in one spot in the kitchen for 30 minutes reading about Greenland. Gravity is creepy when you realize you're not walking around on a surface but getting pulled into a burning core of magma. At least something in my life wants to pull me closer instead of pushing me far away. There is a toilet somewhere in the world that has the record for most poops taken in it and no one knows which one it is. If dogs actually understood people, they would not like us as much. Next time a conspiracy theorist tries to tell you what really happened, present a more outlandish theory, and accuse them of covering up the truth. Conspiracy theorist, the moon landing was fake. Pfft, you believe in the moon? If my toaster burns everything at setting 4, then why does setting 9 exist, and what would it do? Who needs a shower curtain when you have shower blinds? Take a shower. Oh, do you mean get pissed on by my own house? No thanks. When you realize humans cut down birdhouses to make birdhouses. Okay, I don't want to read this.
Okay. Billionaire could give me 0.01% of his wealth and change my life while he is virtually unaffected. 0.01% of a billion is 100,000. Which, for some people, is as much as they'd make in 5 years or 60-hour weeks of labor. And this is 1/100th of 1% of their bare minimum of being a billionaire. Also, if the billionaire has a decent bank account set up, which, let's face it, billionaire has, the $100,000 will just come back the next time interest happens. It is a perpetually regenerating $100,000. I could get out of debt with that. I could quit my job to start freelancing with that. I could finance a good chunk of my child's education with that. And I would still have a tiny bit left over for fun money. Yeah. It'd be nice, but no billionaire would ever fucking do that because they don't give a goddamn shit.
I don't know if I want to put myself through this. The brain is just 8 pounds of meat that sits in complete darkness and plays a video game of what it thinks is the most realistic thing. It's not 3 pounds, it's 3, not 8. Also, it's not really meat, mostly fat with some water and salt. You have a wad of soggy bacon inside of your skull. I'm not reading this anymore.
And this blob of gross, unprocessed jello somehow manages to run a complex biomechanical suit using less electricity than it takes to work a light bulb.
Makes my brain feel weird. Ugh. Saying fuck it actually motivates me more than you can do this, because saying fuck it includes the total acceptance of failure as the outcome. Meanwhile, you can do this focuses only on the hopes of a successful outcome, and the lack of acknowledgement of the equally probable failure outcome induces a certain level of unspoken anxiety. Working in customer service is like being an NPC in the world's most boring video game. You have set dialogue and actions that you repeat to every person who approaches you. Whenever you are alone, you just stand there waiting for someone to interact with you. Sometimes, random people you've never met will just walk up and start attacking you for no reason. Whoever coined the term and conned the term. What if your finger...
Wait, hang on. Whoever coined the term. Yes, hi. I hate English. Yeah.
And conned the term. Coin. What if your fingers were centipedes? Like, living centipedes. You're just trying to play the flute and your fingers are like... and going all over the place. What? If somebody wears black every day, nobody cares. But if someone wears yellow every day, that's weird. Yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Ooh, black and yellow. Let's shake it up a little. If you're driving a Tesla and it gets stolen, is it now an Edison? This is peak physics joke. I'm still laughing. AZ is just 7...
It is a physics joke for those who don't get it. Edison stole from Tesla. For those who don't get it.
Is it now an Edison? This is peak physics joke. I'm still laughing. AZ is just 7 on its knees.
I don't understand why people outside of America pronounce the letter Z as if it's a word. Why? It makes no sense. It is a letter, not a word.
Weeping, it prays and begs and cries, but nobody can hear it, not anymore. I'm still pissed off that birds get to spend their days flying about and cats get to sleep for 16 hours a day, and I'm stuck dealing with capitalism and expectations. Horses are so weird, they are literally the weirdest animals. They run around on their fingernails. It isn't and it's not are just the same 3 words, just contractionalized differently. I can't handle this. What the fuck? Do you ever wonder how much you exist in other people's lives? I am always curious if people think of me when a certain song comes on, or when they pass through a certain town. I wonder how many stories I've been a part of that I may have forgotten. I wonder if I still exist in the minds of people that I don't speak to anymore. I wonder how many times a day I pass through someone's head.
Damn.
November is...
Damn, yeah. means, and my God, that was fucking funny. That was a funny one.